Hi, okay. So, welcome to Ada Story. I hope you're all having a splendid day. I'm actually having a very beautiful day. Okay, so to continue from the last episode where I did stop, as I was still talking about women who really love to assume, I wasn't left out on that page. But then, like I said in my last episode, it was really a terrific thing to actually know that somebody can actually wake up one day and say to you, I don't think we can get married because you are a short person, because you're not tall, and because my family think you're not good for me because you don't have height. Of course, it's alarming. It's something that weighed me down for a very long time, and it's really, as human, I'm human. I'm not, what I have flowing within me, it's called blood, it's not water. So of course I felt really terrible for a very long time, but I had to still manage to stand on my feet. Even as much as I didn't want to leave this guy, and as much as I love him so much and I still want to be in this relationship, I kept staying and I kept trying and I kept pushing. I'm a woman. When in a relationship, it's been, at some point, if you're in a relationship and at some point it becomes one-sided, it's just the woman who is pushing or the guy who is pushing, whoever, my dear, it's time for you to really take a break and rethink. I was pushing, I was the one trying to ask what's going on, why you not calling me like you used to, what's the problem. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. If we have issues, we should sit our butts and talk about it and find solutions to it. So when it got really bad, and when he keeps giving me cold reception, especially when I call him, and reasons he gives is because his mother said he should leave me, he should stop the relationship with me because I am not tall. I mean, what am I supposed to say about it? But it's a very crazy thing. Like, few friends who I told about it, it's alarming. When I told them, they're like, who does that, who says that, is that person Nigerian, where's that person from? And I'm like, yeah, it did happen to me. I had a relationship and then my boyfriend said to me, I'm sorry, my parents said I shouldn't marry a girl that is short. And I am short. So what am I supposed to do about it? So after a long while, and I noticed this wasn't working, the only option for me was to move on with my life. Another thing is, if people tell you, let's stay, we are going to work out this relationship or fight for our love. I said that in my last episode. There's nothing called fighting for love. What is meant to be is meant to be. What is ordained by God is ordained by God. You don't have to fight for love. Love happens when you don't even expect it. So why should I want to be a party to it? Why should I want to fight for love? I don't get it. There's really no point fighting for what will not work out tomorrow. Secondly, I didn't want to go into a family that won't appreciate me, who won't love me. It was tough for me, as much as sometimes I used to tell myself, just don't worry, you don't know tomorrow. This person's mother might just like you. But that was just a blind lie that I was telling myself. That might wouldn't have even happened, but it did happen. And now I had to move on with my life. Now, moving on wasn't that easy. I was broken. There were times when I had to cry. There were times when I had, all I needed to do was just to talk to friends and tell them this is how I feel. It was really a tough time for me. But like they say, life has to go on. Now, this is a guy that has said we will fight for our love. And all of a sudden he's cold again. And you know the worst part? In less than, it wasn't even up to 2 months we stopped dating, he has already started seeing somebody. Okay, I understand that part. Everybody is surprised. Yeah, I was also surprised because this is a man who said we are going to fight for a relationship. But of course, that's not what happened. We didn't fight for it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about all of the things and how I also managed to go through it. How I also managed to stay by, and how I have been able to stay put to this very time in my last episode. My name remains Ada George, and this is Ada Story. If you like my channel, please keep subscribing to my channel. Share, like, drop your comment. Like I always say, we could just be helping somebody out there. We could just be a helper, be touching someone's soul who is also going through what I have gone through out there. So like I said, also I also love to learn, so I would like you to also drop your comments so I'll know where I've also made my mistakes. So mistakes, like they say, you have to do what you have to do so it doesn't repeat itself again. All right, till I come your way some other time with Ada Story. Have a beautiful day. Bye.